If you think the worst of this insecurity is only kidnappings, listen closely. Because today, travelers on a major road in Zamfara drove into something even more frightening, an explosion on the Yar'Tasha Dansadau route in Maru local government area. And right now, the most unsettling part is this. The authorities have not confirmed casualty figures yet, but people on the ground are already talking about deaths, injuries, and vehicles damaged. Before we go deeper, make sure you hit subscribe on Follow Trends, turn on notifications, and stay with me to the end. In moments like this, the details change fast and the internet fills the gaps with rumors. Here, we stick to what can be verified, we flag what is still unclear, and we explain what this could mean next for travelers and communities in Zamfara and across the Northwest. Here's why this story matters. That Yar'Tasha Dansadau corridor is not just a road, it is a lifeline that connects communities around Dansadau and links into routes people use to reach Magami and Gusau. It is also a corridor many locals already describe as high risk. In parts of Zamfara, movement has become a strategy, not a routine. People plan their journeys, they try to move in groups, and many travelers depend on some form of security escort to reduce the danger. So, when a blast hits that axis, it threatens not just the immediate victims, but the confidence of everyone who still has to use that route to live, work, trade, and survive. Now, to what happened today, Saturday, December 27, 2025. Reports from the area say an explosion went off along the Yar'Tasha Dansadau road in Maru LGA, Zamfara State, catching travelers in the middle of their journey. Early accounts describe the blast as likely caused by an improvised explosive device, an IED, suspected to have been planted by bandits. People online have circulated short clips that appear to show the immediate aftermath: a heavy dust cloud, a visible crater at the roadside, abandoned vehicles, and crowds fleeing the area in fear. The videos on their own do not confirm casualty numbers, but they show the kind of chaos a blast like this creates in seconds. What do we know officially so far? The spokesperson of the Zamfara State Police Command, DSP Yazid Abubakar, has confirmed that there was a blast in that area, but he has also been clear that the incident is very fresh and that details are still being gathered. He has said he would update journalists later. That single line is important because it tells you the police are acknowledging the incident, but they are not yet giving the public a confirmed picture of casualties, the exact trigger, or the sequence of events leading to the blast. That is where the casualty debate begins. Some posts online claim at least 2 deaths and multiple injuries. Other posts use the heavier phrase, "many feared dead." Here is what you should hold on to. As of the time I am recording this, there is no official, publicly released number for deaths or injuries from the police spokesperson, so treat every number you see being shared as unconfirmed until the authorities release verified figures or until medical facilities and emergency responders provide credible, consistent confirmation that can be cross-checked. Now let me pause and ask you directly. What does it say about a country when travelers have to fear the road itself? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you know this Maru Dansadau axis, you can add context. But please avoid spreading details you cannot verify, because misinformation in a security situation can mislead families, trigger panic movement, and even slow down rescue operations. To understand why this blast is so alarming, you have to understand the road context. The wider Gusau Dansadau axis has been described by residents and drivers as a danger zone for years due to attacks, kidnappings, and failed road sections that slow down vehicles and make travelers easy targets. People who use that route have described traveling in convoys after getting security clearance because going alone can be suicidal. Think about that for a second. Not a convoy for comfort, but a convoy for survival. That is what insecurity does. It turns a normal trip into a calculated risk and makes movement feel like a privilege instead of a right. And this is not a new tactic appearing out of nowhere. In late 2024, the same wider Dansadau-Gusau corridor experienced multiple explosive incidents, with different accounts reporting significant fatalities and injuries in separate blasts in the area. Those earlier incidents were a warning sign that armed groups in the Northwest were not only kidnapping and raiding, They were experimenting with explosives to create fear, disrupt movement, and overwhelm local security coverage. When violence shifts from ambushes and abductions to devices planted on public routes, the psychological impact grows fast because anyone can become the next target simply by traveling. Fast forward to December 2025, and the pattern looks even more worrying. Earlier this month, there were reports of another IED incident in Zamfara involving travelers on a different road in the state. Put this together, and a hard question emerges. Are explosives becoming a regular tactic in the Northwest? Because if the answer is yes, then the security playbook has to evolve. You cannot checkpoint your way out of an IED threat without intelligence that identifies planners and bomb makers, frequent route sweeps that detect devices before they detonate, and investigations that lead to arrests, not just press statements after tragedy. So, are security agencies investigating? Based on what the police spokesperson has said today, the incident has been acknowledged and information is being collected with the promise of an update. But investigation is not the same thing as immediate safety. Nigerians want to know what is being done right now, whether the scene was secured quickly, whether bomb disposal or explosive ordnance teams were deployed to sweep the area for secondary devices, whether the road was temporarily closed, and whether movement was controlled to prevent more vehicles from driving into danger. What measures are being taken to secure this route? Here's what we can say responsibly right now. The confirmed public position is that the police are aware of the incident and are gathering details. Beyond that, in situations like this, standard immediate steps usually include cordoning the area, deploying patrols to control movement, and conducting checks for additional devices along the stretch. Longer-term measures, if authorities treat this incident with the urgency it deserves, can include scheduled escorted convoys, stronger coordination between police and military units on that corridor, tighter monitoring of known flashpoints, and rapid response capacity that can move immediately when suspicious activity is reported. For the public, the practical takeaway is straightforward. If you do not need to use that corridor urgently, delay movement until there is a clear update and the area is declared safe. If you must travel, avoid moving alone. Confirm security arrangements through trusted contacts on the ground, not viral posts. And if you're in the area, report suspicious objects, freshly disturbed soil, or unusual roadside disturbances to security personnel. In an IED environment, small observations can save lives. Also, if you're sharing videos online, blur sensitive details where possible and avoid posting information that could expose security positions or routes being used for evacuation. Now, pay attention to the communication angle. One reason rumors spread so fast after incidents like this is because official updates are often slow and people are desperate for answers. When the police spokesperson says, "I will update you later," that may be honest, but it creates a vacuum, and that vacuum gets filled with panic, guesses, and exaggerated claims. So, beyond boots on the ground, Nigerians should demand timely, consistent briefings that separate what is confirmed from what is still being verified and that tell the public what steps are being taken right now to secure the route and protect future travelers. So what happens next? In the coming hours, the most important thing to watch for is an official update that answers 3 questions: confirmed casualties, confirmed cause, and confirmed response. If this was an IED, authorities will face pressure to explain how a device was planted on a corridor already known to be high risk and what is changing immediately to prevent a repeat. Until then, the responsible position is caution, not panic, and a refusal to normalize these attacks as just another headline that passes and is forgotten. Let me end on this. Every time an explosion hits a civilian route, it's not just an attack on victims, it's an attack on normal life, movement, trade, schooling, farming, and the basic idea that Nigerians should be able to travel from one town to another without fear. Zamfara is not a headline, it is home. And the people living there deserve what every other citizen wants: safety that is real, visible, and consistent. If you found this breakdown helpful, share it with a friend. Drop your comment so we can discuss what real security should look like. And don't forget to hit the bell icon on Follow Trends for instant updates as soon as authorities release confirmed details.